Welcome to The Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. There's a very common restaurant moment. Someone orders Chardonnay, and then someone else orders Chardonnay. Then the server looks around the table and asks if anyone would like to add another glass or a bottle, and suddenly all their choices start to feel the same. This happens often because Chardonnay is one of the most familiar white wines. It feels safe, recognizable, and widely available. There's nothing wrong with Chardonnay. In fact, it's often a great choice. But sometimes you want something slightly more interesting without taking a big risk. You want something that feels still approachable, but something that pairs well with food. And something that does not require explanation. This is where Albarino becomes incredibly useful. We've talked about Albarino before, but Albarino is a white wine from Spain that's known for being crisp, refreshing, and easy to enjoy. It often features flavors like citrus, peach, lemon, and sometimes light tropical fruit. There's also usually a subtle freshness that makes the wine feel lively. This freshness is one of the reasons Albarino works so well in restaurants. It pairs beautifully with seafood, salads, lighter pasta dishes, grilled chicken, and appetizers. It also works well before the meal while the table is still deciding what to order. That flexibility makes Albarino incredibly practical. Another advantage is that Albarino tends to appeal to both Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc drinkers. It sits comfortably in between, as it has the freshness people enjoy in Sauvignon Blanc, but also a slightly softer texture that Chardonnay drinkers often appreciate. This makes Albarino extremely helpful when ordering for a table. If some people prefer lighter wines and others prefer slightly fuller styles, Albarino often keeps everyone comfortable. There's also a social benefit. Ordering Albarino signals quiet confidence, since it's not obscure, but it's not the most obvious choice either. It suggests familiarity without feeling like you're trying to impress anyone. And if someone at the table asks about it, the explanation is simple. You can say it's a Spanish white that's crisp and easy to drink, and that's all you need. Another reason Albarino works well is timing. Some white wines feel heavy early in a meal. Others feel too light to carry through dinner. Albarino sits comfortably in the middle, as it works as an opening wine and continues to pair well once food arrives. This is particularly helpful in group settings where the pace of dinner can vary. You might also notice that Albarino often appears in the middle of a wine list. That usually means it offers strong value compared to more familiar options, as restaurants frequently price well-known grapes at a premium. White wines like Albarino can deliver excellent quality at a more comfortable price, which is another great, confident move. So you're choosing something thoughtful, approachable, and often well-priced. And one interesting fact is that Albarino is typically grown along Spain's Atlantic coast, particularly in the Rías Baixas region. The coastal climate helps create the crisp and refreshing style that makes the wine so food-friendly. And this is part of what gives Albarino its lively and approachable character. So here's your big takeaway. When everyone else orders Chardonnay, try Albarino. It's refreshing, versatile, and quietly confident without feeling risky. That's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes a day. See you tomorrow for your next decant.